Boom, sup everybody, welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balanced life. My name is Kyle Gray. We're live once a week at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm live from the road. We're driving through Arizona and Nevada right now on our way back to LA from the Grand Prix. So that's pretty cool, very cool setting. Yeah, so I just wanted to see what you guys are into. What's up, Hashim? How you doing? Yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about this week. So if you guys have anything you want to get into, let's do that. Let's do it up. And we're early because we're losing light. Basically, see that sun? It's going down. And I didn't want to do it at nighttime with the light on, driving at night, because that's dangerous. Health conscious. I mean, I'm safe, not health conscious. I'm safe is what I meant to say. So yeah. So apologies for the early stream, but I was actually thinking about not even doing it. But I can't leave you guys out. How's everybody doing today? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Anybody want to lead this discussion? How's it going? Thank you guys. Appreciate the safe travels. We've been doing pretty safe. Ryan, what's cracking? How you doing, bro? Let's get into how I hate being high when I get a notification this is happening. That's funny, Tony. Enjoy it. Enjoy your high. Might as well. You're already high. What's your opinion on how the Grand Prix battles have been so far? Amazing. They've been great. It's been a wonderful experience. Yeah, it's been good. I feel like there's been a lot of upsets, quote unquote, that I feel like have turned into cool little storylines. So I feel like it's a great tournament overall. It's going really good. But what else, guys? What else is cracking? Hell yeah, Ryan. Surviving and thriving. Let's go. It's good to hear, man. I'm good to hear about that, man. I was definitely concerned when I turned into one of your lives earlier this week. Just keep going, dude. This stuff, all that matters with running a YouTube channel is consistency. And there'll be times when it doesn't seem like the juice is worth the squeeze, and you literally just got to fight through that. Especially in something like battle rap, where there is a lot of negativity involved with it, and it seems like it's a greatly underappreciated art form in general. But you just got to keep going, man. You just got to keep going, because you got to be the last person on that mountain when all is said and done. Watching these has slowed down my drinking a lot. Thank you for staying consistent with these. Young Eek, I appreciate that. Good to hear about your drinking slowing down, man. That's fucking awesome. I'm happy for Marb also. It's been a damn week, man. The kids have been insane at the school I work at. I'm exhausted, and I feel like I have no time for self-care. So yeah, there's that. That sucks, Desi. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're working, though, and taking care of biz. That's good. It's good to be busy. You know, those times when you're really busy and you're really stressed, it's often hard to do this in the moment, but to show gratitude towards even having the ability to be stressed and have a job, because a lot of people are out of a job. But you know that you're doing a great job. You're killing it. I can't say who I think will win the tournament. Will I be free after Grand Prix? Yep, I will be free. I have nothing booked after the Grand Prix. Might be an odd question, but who has the best bar about it since the controversy? I'm assuming you're talking about me. I liked Rum Nitty's bar. Rum Nitty battled the Kid Clutch, and he said, "I ain't got time for the kid, ruin your day." I thought that was probably the best one. And I like Saya Boy's line. No, I like Saya Boy's line the best. I didn't like Street Hymn's line that much. But Saya Boy's line was pretty cool. And then Clips had a cool line about growing on a tree that I thought was kind of good. And then Geechee's lines were pretty dope too. But yeah, everybody's lines have been cool. They're cool enough, you know. Nothing that really hurt my feelings. So I guess you guys fucking missed the boat on that one, suckers. How do you feel about the new Oregon drug laws? I don't know. You talking about where cocaine and heroin is legal? I feel like that's good. I feel like making these things as illegal is a step in the wrong direction. I feel like because it will make it less of an issue of people going to jail and more of an issue like addiction. I think Canada put into place a long time ago. It's decriminalized. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Desi. Canada a long time ago did something that I thought was really cool. They offered like safe clinics for heroin addicts where they could come and they would inject them to stop the spreading of like HIV and to make sure they're injecting clean needles. It's only small amounts that are decriminalized. Yeah, word. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. If you have like tremendous amounts of cocaine, that means you're up to no good. But yeah, so I think it's cool. Yeah, we have safe injection sites. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a cool thing. Do you draw inspiration from other places now that you don't drink? I found that I would use drinking as an excuse to motivate myself to do something. Yeah, I guess I do. I didn't drink to motivate myself. I drank to feel comfortable doing anything. And I think about that a lot, like that I don't drink anymore and I never think about drinking anymore, and how it really stopped me from doing a lot of things good in my life, because I would hinder what I was doing at the time by drinking, whether that be working, whether that be hanging out with people I love, whether that be my relationships. They've all suffered because I was an alcoholic, every single one of them. So I get motivated by life now. I mean, I'm like driving through this, like, I'll show you guys. I'm driving through this shit. It's hard not to be motivated by this. Do you guys see that circle around the sun, by the way? That's a fucking rainbow. I've never seen anything like this, where there's this rainbow thing around the sun. And I know you guys can see it because I can see it in my camera. It's pretty fucking amazing. But yeah, like shit like this, life motivates me now, more than anything else. So Portugal did the same. The deaths in the hospital drops and helped people wean off hard drugs. That's amazing to hear. That's really fucking amazing to hear. I think it's a step in the right direction. Applaud Portland for being the progressive city that they are. That's really dope. But what else we got? What else we got going on? I'm in Nevada right now. We just left Arizona. We're driving to Vegas. We'll be to LA in 5 hours, and that's it. That's the end of me and Clayton traveling all over the country. Biggest tour in Battle Rap. This is called a Corona. That's dope. That's really cool. I don't know if it's helped much though. We have a lot of addicts that are homeless and on the streets. They are out of the blue. They use out of the blue on the main streets. Oh, they use out in the open. That's what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, no, Vancouver has that one street it's much like Skid Row, where there's a bunch of addiction going on. Sober for 5 years, man. Muhammad, thank you, dude. Fucking for saying that shit. That's incredible. Congrats on that. Hats off to that, man. I got half of that. I got 2.5 years, so I'm trying to catch up to you. I'm trying to catch up. Let's see what else. I'm spiraling at the moment. I just need to find my point of enough is enough. Darren, what are you spiraling on? Like, what is your current addiction, or what are you currently doing that you're spiraling out of control on? What's up, JD to go? Good to see you in here. Salute to you, Avo, for actually responding to my messages on Twitter. I would hit you up and always ask you how you were doing. I still want to have that Zoom convo with you. Hey man, I'm down. You just gotta email me because I'm not on Twitter at the moment. So kgray, Gray at rydordie.com, and I would be happy to have that Twitter convo with you. But yeah, so motivation is not left since I quit drinking at all. If anything, it's improved because I draw motivation from everything in life now, rather than just being intoxicated and finding the next like pleasure chasing thing. Lush talks about this a lot, and I find it really true, is when he was in his addiction woes, he would do where he would just chase like the part of the reptilian mind where it just is thinking about like pleasured having food and water and sleep, and that's all he would do when he was going under his addiction actions. And that's very similar to what I was doing when I was a severe alcoholic. Like, I would do that stuff all the time of just pleasure chasing constantly. And now I don't do that. Now I'm always like, I wake up every day and I try to somehow learn something new or push myself in some way, shape, or form, whether that's listening to a new perspective, reading a new book, exercising, pushing myself some way. So just try to get that in. But yeah, so it really has helped a lot. Helped my motivation in like every aspect of life, to be honest with you. But yeah, anybody got anything they want to talk about? Say, do. Because I'm book recommendations. Do you have one, Amy? I haven't started on a new book in a while, to be honest with you. I've been slacking on my reading. Did you enjoy the battles on Sunday? I thought all three were good. Dan Rather. I've heard of Dan Rather. What did he write? I've heard of him before. I've heard that name mentioned. You know, Eminem made a racist song. Why do you let him make hella money? That's not a question for me to answer. Fuck off. Excuse me for the lighting, by the way. It's horrible. Yeah, Dan Rather, I've heard of him. He's really good. But yeah, I haven't read a new book in quite a while. I need to see Ill Will vs. Geechee. Was on the watch. Have all of them on your show. That'd be dope. I would love that. Yeah, what's up? 66P Black 66, man. Right on time, bro. How you doing today? I see you're happy, doing productive things like being on the internet, doing something even more productive, like just hating. Expect nothing less from you, man. Disaster vs. Saurus. Will not believe this before 10 years of smoke blunt with Saurus. That's cool, man. Pete is the man. Pete is awesome. Pete is really, really cool. Anything with Stephen King for the books. Listen to Audibles now. Yeah, Audibles is cool. The Alchemist, I'm currently reading that. I've been reading it for a while. I kind of stopped. I read half of it really fast, and then I quit. And now I need to like pick it up. But I've heard The Alchemist is a classic. I know that. Hatred is a bad disease. Agree with that. Michael Brooks published a book before he passed away earlier this year that I would recommend called Against the Web. Interesting. I'll check that out. What's it about? Can you comment on all the satanic symbolism in battle rap? That is seriously just one dude who needs to get help and is letting a bunch of people sensationalize it because it's funny and ridiculous. That's what that is. That's literally all that is. There's no satanic symbolism in battle rap at all. It's literally one guy that, like, I hope gets some mental health help really soon. The Alchemist is one of my favorites. Hell yeah. I highly recommend, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, I've heard that's a classic. I didn't see the movie, but I've heard a lot about that book, so I need to check that out. I've been diving back into novels. I didn't read novels for a while. Fiction. I've been reading nonfiction for quite a minute. But I did start reading some fiction stuff pretty recently, and it's just as inspirational. It's just as helpful as self-help books. Just reading in general is such a therapeutic activity that you can do, and it takes nothing. It takes nothing to do. All that conspiracy stuff comes from, yeah, word. Well, it is what it is, man. People can believe what they want to believe. But what else? What else is going on with y'all? Watch is gonna come back this week, so that's gonna be cool. Hopefully gonna do new watch next week. And yeah, we'll return to doing regular scheduled programming. How you feeling about the whole racist comment fiasco? You feeling you have support you need? Fan from Ireland. Zero tolerance. I appreciate you asking me that, man. I feel really good about everything right now. I'm very confident in where I am as a human being. I feel good about the path. It is their responsibility. They're accountable for their own thoughts and feelings. So I feel good. If you wanted deep spiritual stuff, check out Eckhart Tolle. Dope. I've never heard of him. I'll check him out. Funny story about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I borrowed someone's copy from the 70s. That's dope. And still have it because a hardcore addict had never heard from them again. That's crazy. That's really cool. It's your Bible, Ryan. That's dope. They say the first rule of the universe is to don't panic and have a towel. All right, let's go. That's awesome. How's America doing in the aftermath of the election? Fine. Not the same. Like I've literally been all over the country and it's the same. It's I'm sure in LA it's gonna be different when I get back, but probably not, to be real with you guys. So yeah, it's going good. It's going good. Right now I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I can't see all the pandemonium that's going on in the streets. Will King of the Dot ever release the Grand Prix battles outside of Twitch when the tournament is over? I hope so. I don't know. But I hope they come out, because that would be cool, because people want to see that. People want to see the battles. Are you on your way back to LA for a couple weeks? Yep. I'm not going back on the road. The tournament is living and dying in LA from now on, so I'm going to be staying there for the foreseeable future. You see Big K is on Twitch now. Whatever happened with you and him working on videos, blogs together? I always wondered that swim in the countryside disappear faster than a surf charge. Yeah, I mean, like, me and Big K, like, will continue to work on stuff when he's available. He's just doing his own thing, making his own content, which I am in full support of. If you guys haven't, go subscribe to Big K's Twitch, watch him play video games and talk shit. It's incredibly entertaining. Let's support these members of the battle rap community as much as we possibly can, because we all know they need our support, and it would be great to give them that. Yeah, the quarters and the semifinals are in Los Angeles, yeah. Darren, good to see you in here, man. Peace out, bro. The watch you had with Tay-Rock and Ill Will for Ill Will's battle against Daylight was mad funny. Yeah, those guys are hilarious, especially Ill Will. He's super funny. Love that guy. And Tay-Rock is the man. And of course, Henny Man, having him on is always an honor. He's like the best, the funniest guy. I don't miss drinking at all, but drinking with him was really fun. It was a great time. So yeah. What else? Anybody have any issues they want to bring up? Everybody's doing okay this week. Talk about sobriety or anything? Talk about depression, anxiety, anything like that? I think the rank call was made in Marvin Sharon. Jeff, appreciate that. Thank you, man. But yeah. Yeah, just being on the road is interesting, especially during this time in this country's history. But, you know, keeping a level mind and being as healthy as you can on the road is always a hard thing to do. But like anything, you got to put a lot of effort into it to make happen. Sorry to keep spamming you, bro. Can you please someday give Big K Marv one for a 2-hour stream when you just talk? That was that episode. You have the best video on your channel. Yeah, they're funny. I would love to do that again. If I ever get the chance again, I will. I broke my 3-week sobriety today, Darren. It's all good. Relapsing is part of the process, man. All you got to do is know that the next hour, the next day is a chance to be sober, and it's okay. that you broke your 3 weeks, man. This is part of it. This is part of getting sober. You know, like when you ride a bike, you have to fall to learn how to ride a bicycle, right? When you learn to walk, you have to learn to crawl first. It's part of the process. So don't beat yourself up for it. Be as kind as you can to yourself and just know I made a mistake. I'm gonna go through myself. I'm gonna treat myself with kindness through this mistake. Treat yourself how you would treat your brother, your sister, or a family member. And then just get up tomorrow and approach the day as a new day. That's all you can do. But I'm sorry you're going through that, man. That's never easy. I have a job interview today, and not getting the job feels like I can't get a job in this constant lockdown with COVID in the UK. Swerve and Centaur, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I know that a lot of people are suffering from like financial instability right now, and especially with job security being all up in the air, that can be extremely frustrating. But the most important thing to do when you're looking for a job and you get denied at a job is just keep looking. You can never give up, because giving up is not going to do anything good for you. Like, relaxing on that is not going to do anything good. Trying continuously is going to 100% yield results. And I know that it can be extremely discouraging when you don't get a job, like insanely. And I know that. Let that feeling pass through you, because it's going to pass through you. It's not going to last forever. Just let it pass through you. Don't judge yourself for feeling it. And then just get up tomorrow and apply at a new place. Send out some resumes. Treat yourself good, man. Do you have any friends that are bipolar? If so, how do they deal with it? How do you deal with them? I do have some friends that suffer from that, but not to the point where it infringes on how I deal with them. So I'm not really the best person to give advice on that, and they haven't told me how they deal with their disorder either. I would suggest that if you feel like you are suffering from that, I would definitely suggest going to therapy and looking into ways to cope with it and cope with living with it. I'm sorry, I don't have better advice to give in that regard. Five interviews and no response, but I feel like I handled it better just feeling the pressure. Yeah, man. Totally, dude. Like, it's fair to feel the pressure of not having a job, man. That's like literally that's what keeps people up at night, is not having a way to put food on the table. It's 100% understandable, man, that like that's super frustrating. Just know that it will come. It will come. You will find a job. It will get there. And you just got to be kind to yourself through the process and not lose hope, not give up. Because there are going to be those moments in your life, especially when you are sober, that you want to give up. You want to just sit down and go back to bed, or like drink or something and just throw in the towel. And that's not going to solve anything. It's not going to solve shit. The problem will still be there when you wake up, when you sober up. It's not going to go anywhere. If anything, it's probably going to get bigger. So just be kind to yourself and know that you got to keep trying to run the marathon. Finally, dealing with long-term anxiety that I never knew I had for 20 years. Been the source of all my pain. I've been feeling confident, like why am I not good or confident? Chandler versus UMB, dude, congrats on that, but congrats on finally dealing with that, because that's not easy at all. The fact that you're approaching it head on like that is going to be such an improvement in your life. It's going to prove to be so therapeutic, man. So hats off to that. That's incredible. Gotcha, but thanks. I asked because I have a good friend that I really like, and she likes me as well, but I don't know what I'm getting into dealing with that. Oh, I feel you. I understand what you're saying. Man, I don't think that's anything you should dissuade yourself. I think it is definitely a healthy thing to be like, okay, I know I should prepare myself for that, but I don't think it should be a make or break deal at all. If you care about somebody and you want to get closer to them, I think nothing should stop that, honestly. So as long as you prepare yourself and you're in the right mentality going in. Go through all the recruitment companies and make yourself as available as possible online. Reach out to friends and family as well. Bryn, that's good advice. That's really good advice. had an ex with it before, definitely take a long consideration on it. It's a massive mental, emotional drain for the non-affected spouse. They can be very tough. It's good advice. It's very good advice. Definitely like take a moment to resonate on it. Yeah, I'm sure it's nerve-wracking. That it sounds like something that would